Bon après-midi. Speak English, it's okay. My name is Ronan Higgins. I'm the founder and CEO of a company out of Dublin, Ireland called Locle. We developed some location-aware mobile software tailored to the needs of social networks. Essentially, it's a buddy finder or friend finder application that has some features that are different from some of the other applications in the market. On its most basic level, it lets you see the location of your friends, family, employees, teammates, or whoever you decide to link with within the application. It lets you see it on your mobile phone or on a PC. It lets you be notified when any of your first-degree relationship friends come near you. And more importantly, it integrates into the established social networking APIs. If you're familiar with Google Latitude, it's an application that Google launched a few weeks ago on top of their Google Maps for mobile. Essentially, Locle is like Google Latitude, but it's more social as it integrates multiple social networks. When we set out to develop this about a year and a half ago, we really just wanted to tap into what we thought was mobile's most unique feature, which is location, to deliver what we thought would be a very killer app, serendipity, or serendipité if you want. And the idea being that you would get notified when anybody who might be of relevance to you in your life comes near you. And we wanted to do this to a global audience and to do it profitably, which is quite difficult in the mobile space, as you are all probably aware of. My own background is in web services, so I was used to launching applications on the web that tap into a global audience immediately, so the challenge of getting something similar done on mobile was interesting. The strategy we took technologically was to develop a downloadable thin client application for phones that would tap into the cell ID on the phone, the cell ID being transmitted by the cell tower, and use that as a geo-positioning tool. This is pretty similar to what Google did with their mapping application to create the little blue dot on Google Maps for mobile. And then we supplement that with GPS integration and Wi-Fi triangulation, something similar to what you'd see on the iPhone using the Skyhook Wireless API. The benefits of using the cell ID methodology are the application has a very low memory footprint, it has very low battery consumption, it's very fast loading, it works indoors, it doesn't take 2 minutes to boot up like a GPS application does. But more importantly, by working out how to access the cell ID information across an entire suite of phone operating systems, we're able to geo-position upwards of 70% of the phones in the market today, which compares quite well with Google's own Latitude software, which can only geo-position about 30 to 35% of the phones. They might catch up soon. In order to do this, we had to develop it on Java Mobile, BlackBerry, Symbian S60 and S80 editions 1, 2, and 3, on Windows Mobile, 5 and 6, professional and standard, Pocket PC and smartphone, UIQ, and more recently on the iPhone, even though on the iPhone the application can't run in the background because of restrictions that Apple puts on the operating system. Another benefit is that it's essentially free LBS. We don't have to pay the operators who the users are on to access their location information. One of the drawbacks, though, is that this methodology is only accurate enough for social applications. It's not a strong enough geo-positioning tool for mission-critical utility. To give you a quick demo, forgive the fact that I'm using the iPhone interface, but it just helps get things onto pictures onto the screen. Our interface under our own brand looks like this. It simply has a status message where I am, a map of where I am, a map of where my friends are, a list of my friends by distance, some of their information, the ability to click through to their profile. Also, we add in a feature called Yokels, which presents people who are not my first-degree relationship friends, but maybe friends of friends or members of groups I'm a member of, or the general public if they've opted to release their information. There's also some manual geo-positioning in case the application is unable to identify your location, so you just type in your location and we work out where you are. And of course we tie in with external APIs of established systems like currently today Twitter and Facebook, but all the other open social interfaces will be catered to pretty quickly. But on its most fundamental level, the serendipity alert is really the killer application of this. It's the ability to leave the application running in the background, go about your daily business, and only be notified when somebody who you care about comes within a distance that you care about, under circumstances that you care about. The way we present this application is as a white label for established web communities. Here is Aircom.net, the Irish telco, who have their own web portal, and they basically deliver our application as a community building application under their own brand. But our goal is to support as many of the established social networks with open APIs as possible. That would be, of course, Facebook, Evo API, and all the open social APIs, Netlog, MySpace, Hi-Fi, Orkut, LinkedIn. And the way this integrates into those social communities, those websites, is through the Canvas pages, profile pages, the homepage, into news feeds, notification feeds, request invites, and the live chat features of those APIs. We can also integrate into the open social containers through their websites. Netlog is a good example of a company out of Belgium with 40 million users. They have a very good website, so our application slots into their website under their own look and feel, giving us access to their audience. Since you're a reasonably technical audience, I'll just give you a quick diagram of how the system works. Two types of phones, those that have GPS, those that don't. We pull down the cell ID off the cell tower. For the phones that do have GPS, we report that back across the internet to our server system. We mash up location content from APIs about mapping APIs, event APIs, point of interest APIs, advertising APIs. We do the location finding through a series of different LBS systems, mainly the Google geolocation API. We drag in user data from the networks that we tap into, such as Facebook, MySpace, and Vivo, and then we present that back to the end user, and then we also have a notification and messaging system to present the serendipity alerts. There is a lot of competition in this space. A couple of my competitors are here today, Mobiluk in France and Michiel from Milas in Holland. Although we're competitors, we recognize this is a very large opportunity in the market, and we bandied together to create an industry association called Oslo that lets us share our users' location information across networks, basically enabling a location-based community of about 30 million users today. The 800-pound gorillas such as Google and Nokia have their own solutions, yet they haven't really taken advantage of the social features that a lot of the other guys and ourselves included are doing. But our unique selling proposition or unique differentiators are that we do a lot of white labeling for brands. Our auto-positioning application supports 70% of phones, which we think is pretty much twice as much as the next person in the market. And we have a revenue model, which is based on mobile payments and premium subscriptions. Payments on phone, as you know well, are proven to work in terms of ringtones and content and downloads. So what's built into our application is the ability to, or the necessity to pay for alerts about proximity, pay for premium messaging to people who aren't in your first degree relationships, dating services, pay for virtual goods and gifting, such as bouquets of flowers in a dating environment. All these things are pretty well proven to work in the mobile arena. A good example of a company would be Flirtomatic, who's done quite well in this basis. We're a small team, 3 original founders. We all have 10 years web or mobile development, mobile application development, myself in California. We've done most of our development by outsourcing to different countries who have different skill sets to deliver this application. But we believe we can grow this business to a substantially profitable business within a couple of years on our own toil and sweat.